Lynchburg police say a 21-year-old has been arrested after a shooting. They say it happened in the 1600 block of Monsview Place just before midnight on Saturday. Officers arrived on the scene and found a 42-year-old man lying on the curb with a gunshot wound to his lower body. He was sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. 21-year-old Quishana Adam was later arrested for malicious wounding and use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. Lynchburg City Council will be discussing a possible tethering ordinance. A lot of people are talking about the issue after a woman was charged with animal cruelty earlier this month. Neighbors say they found her dog nearly strangling itself on a tether. The Lynchburg Action on Tethering group thinks dog tethering in general needs to be limited and would like it to be no more than 2 hours at a time in a 24-hour period. Lynchburg City Council is expected to discuss this issue tonight. That meeting starts at 7:30. Overnight, authorities say that fire rekindled but is now back under control. The manager of Valley Spring Farm, Michelle Rose, says their hay bales caught on fire yesterday afternoon. She says they had a controlled fire at another location. A worker thought that fire was completely out. Turns out it wasn't, and some of the ashes blew in the wind to the bales of hay. The manager says luckily no animals or people were hurt. They plan to hold a fundraiser next weekend. Emotions are high in Portsmouth as dozens of people confront city council members about the resignation of the former police chief there. The meeting came one day after her explosive letter alleging racism in the department and in city leadership. The 4-page scathing letter stated that Chief Tanya Chapman was forced to resign by the city manager and that she believed race was a factor in the decision. State Senator Luis Lucas expressed outrage at the way the situation has been handled. Tonight, inmates in one Florida county will now be forced to wear handcuffs when they appear in court. This after a man was caught on camera punching his lawyer in the face. Julie Chase, an unsuspecting public defender, was standing with her client. That's when police say William Green, already under arrest for battery, casually walked up to her and punched her just days ago. Green was arrested in the psychiatric ward, accused of attacking an employee there. The new federal ban on bump stocks goes into effect today. Bump stocks are gun attachments that allow shooters to fire semi-automatic rifles continuously with only one pull of the trigger. In December, the Justice Department issued a ruling that declared an existing ban on fully automatic weapons would also apply to bump stocks. The ruling gave owners 90 days to turn their bump stocks in or destroy them. And I'm Emily Swecker in for Patty Martin. After a gorgeous weekend, we're hoping for even more beautiful weather. Meteorologist Melissa Lefevre is in the Weather Center tracking our work week forecast. Good morning, Melissa. We have an update on the Powerball jackpot. There is no winner. Once again, no one matched all 6 numbers in Saturday night's Powerball drawing. That pushes the jackpot up to $750 million. There were several winners who matched 5 numbers, so double check your tickets. The winning numbers are 24, 25, 52, 60, and 66, and the Powerball is 5. The next Powerball drawing is Wednesday. In case you were wondering, the lump sum cash payout for a $750 million jackpot is more than $465 million. Turning now to a live look from Deer Park, Texas. Right now you're looking at a massive fire that's burning at a company there. The black smoke billowing into the sky can be seen from every part of Houston. The fire started just before 11 yesterday morning inside one of the facilities. Multiple chemical storage tanks are burning right now. A shelter-in-place order has also been issued in Harris County. A new furry concierge is greeting folks at the Craddock Terry Hotel in Lynchburg. Meet Penny Loafer, a wire-hair fox terrier that's a little under a year and a half old. She spent a few months training under her mentor, Buster Brown. He's mainly retired but makes appearances every now and then. Penny Loafer was more than ready to fill those shoes. The labor and delivery unit at a Maine hospital will be crowded over the next few months as 9 of its nurses are expected to give birth. A hospital in Portland says the 9 babies are expected between April and July by labor and delivery nurses at Maine Medical Center. And the nurses say it helps them relate to patients.
The Virginia Tech Hokies and the Liberty Flames both brought the heat when they went head-to-head.
That's right. ABC 13's Dave Walls is in San Jose with how the Hokies edged out the Flames in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Start making your picks. The NCAA brackets are out and lots of area teams are going dancing. Liberty gets a number 12 seed and will head to San Jose to play number 5 Mississippi State at 7:27 Eastern Time Friday. It's the highest seed ever for the Flames, and coach Richie McKay says His team earned that respect throughout the season. The Lady Flames playing FGCU in the ASUN Championship Sunday. The Eagles shot extremely well, running up an 18-point lead after the first quarter. Carrie Jewett-Giles led the way with 21 points for FGCU. Liberty never backed down. Rita Gully taking it for the steal. Her layup will fall short, but Emily Lytle there to clean it up for the putback. Gully with 12 on the day, but the Eagles never trailed, winning the ASUN 72-49. The Roanoke City Fire Department just got the gift of a lifetime, a vintage fire truck with special ties to the department. The Orin was built in Roanoke in November of 1952. It was a command vehicle for the Roanoke Fire Department up until 1995. It was sold at an auction and restored in 2001. On Saturday, the Virginia Museum of Transportation transferred the truck to the department. They say they're just excited to have it back.
Going to continuing coverage now. Efforts to expand an overcrowded Forest Middle School are moving forward.
This as Bedford County voted to approve $22.5 million for the project. Supervisors say the expansion will also absorb the $1.7 million left over from the Bedford Middle School project. But a big concern is beefing up the Capital Improvement Fund. Supervisors did say the public schools previously received $6 million. Of that, the county says it's allocating $500,000 this year, $1 million next year, and the remainder over the next few years. All of us look for a reason to stay in the bed in the morning. I know I do, but NASA is giving you 19,000 reasons. They're currently looking for 24 volunteers who want to spend 2 months lying in bed. Participants will do everything in a reclined position, including eat, shower, and exercise. NASA wants to see exactly how bodies change in a weightless environment, like living in space.
Smokers in Danville may soon have to pay more for cigarettes.
That's right. ABC 13's Carrie Bale tells us where the money would go and how people feel about it. This bill originally only banned cell phone usage in work zones, not on all roads. We took a closer look at how local lawmakers voted. In the Senate, it was approved 35-5. Among those who voted no, there were 3 senators from our area. They're listed on your screen. In the House, it passed 77-20. Of those who voted no, there were 7 delegates from our region. And happening in Virginia, the possibility of marijuana decriminalization and legalization has been defeated in the Commonwealth. Both bills were voted down in the General Assembly. House Bill 2371 would have allowed for the cultivation, manufacturing, and distribution of marijuana to anyone over the age of 21 in Virginia. Prosecutors and police were opposed to decriminalization, but 5 companies are still opening the state's first medical cannabis dispensaries later this year. Hopefully that just keeps climbing and then we'll hit the 70s.
We're going to see what we can do. We'll just keep climbing up the temperature ladder. We'll go up.
We'll take it.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We're back at 7:23 with more news and weather.
Good Morning America starts right now.